No.
So you've been sitting here for over an hour, which is
Well,
like
I was waiting for either you or Farrax to arrive, and because neither of you did, I just decided to start it. This is the archives of the Book of Halter. What you're about to witness is for a mature audience, for it contains violent actions, coarse language, sexual references, and mild drug use. If you or your child should wish not to watch this, please click off now. With that said, we are following the Eagle campaign. Sir. Angerfist.
Yeah.
During the night, you are accosted by visions of an individual walking towards you.
Alright.
Give me a second, I just gotta get that image. Um, mm, this individual seems to be walking towards you within your visions.
Okay.
What do you wish to do about this, as this is within your dreams?
That helmet annoys him that he cannot see who this. Like, he's thinking, is this supposed to be a Goliath? So, what the fuck happened to that arm?
Seems to be coming out of the darkness.
Fuck it. Well, he's gonna go up to it and he's either gonna punch it or he's gonna try and take the helmet off.
As you walk up to it, this Goliath seems to just be walking as if they are in immense pain.
Who the fuck are you meant to be?
You take the helmet off?
Yeah.
As you pull the helmet off, you see a sight that you wish you didn't see.
It's Snowbeck staring back at you.
Well, that explains why you didn't want to see it.
Aim fist. Anger fist. Anger fist.
They've ruined our fight. No.
You're attacking us. Wounding us. Starving us. I will hold on as long as I can. With their incessant belligerence, I am not the one I was before. If you save me, don't expect me not to want to fight you later. But your brother is in danger.
I need to hurry up and get to the mountains. Rally the clans, then.
You see him drop the giant stone hammer as he raises his one side that he still has that seems to be power.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes to touch your forehead. Do you let him?
Man, this might fuck me, but Angerfist will.
Alright, cool. That's gonna screw Newbeck over because he'll be left in the middle of nowhere.
Ah, shit.
Motherfuckers.
Nah.
Motherfucker.
So you find yourself waking up at the foot of a mountain. Goliath's looking at you.
Thank you. Angerfist will call out in giant, "You lot, what clan are you from?"
And Goliath walks through the group and meets your gaze. What's it to you?
I need to judge just how far away I'm. A, I need to figure out just how far away I am from my clan mountain, and
What's
B,
your clan?
Ugalavi.
He seems slightly taken aback by that. How do we know that you are Ugalavi? Only those that are of that bloodline have the ability to grow.
I'll grow and then I'll punch your face in.
So it is
Egg-
war against clans, then.
I am not meaning to start a war with you lot, though I am hoping you'll help with a war.
You're talking about those Sovereign Guard.
Yes.
They have kidnapped many of my people, and they have taken They have killed one of the best of mine. What is your name?
Anger Fist.
He talked of you. You met him. He helped you get to the
Yes.
mountains. He even told me that there was information that you were looking for one of our others, Dreamfist.
Aye. And I know exactly where he is now,
So
along with
that's
all the other
why-
Goliaths.
So that's why there was a yellow light. It is because the Forsaken Sun sent you.
Aye. He helped. I also know where all the other Goliaths are being held. I mean to rally the Goliath clans in these mountains and strike back and get our brethren.
Well, he holds out his this Goliath holds out his hand. Our clan has lost its leader. None that are currently here have a clue how to lead a group past I. But we do not have any authority to give ourselves that level of power. So we shall join, but without a leader we are doomed to fizzle.
A leader typically I'm sure a leader will arise in your clan, even if it is just yourself. Goliaths, as I'm sure you're aware, follow power. Prove yourself more powerful than the others and they'll follow.
Let us not waste time. I shall help you get to the rest of the clans. Do you know how many clans there are in these mountains?
Meta Angus does not.
There is.
No, I
Give me a sec, map's just loading.
That's right. There's like a clan for every peak, isn't there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 clans. There are 5 clans. One of them has left. Has left a breach for the Sovereign Guard to enter the mountains. Why those ones left, we do not know.
Meta. Those are Axdeath's clan, isn't it?
Could very well be.
No. I think they might have been blah blah blah. I don't know. Well, then we'll have to make do with the 5. Right. I need to start getting this shit organized then. And meet with my uncle.
Your uncle? Who is your uncle?
Headsplitter.
One of the Goliaths that was there with a spear kind of drops their spear and then goes to grab it. Just by that name alone. If you are who you say you are, then you're the one he talked about, the prodigal son.
First I'm hearing of that, though I didn't exactly stick around for too long. Fought him well.
Yes, that's why you're the prodigal son.
He nicked his sword.
Yes, and now I'm seeking his help with sorting something out, along with striking against the Sovereign Guard.
One of the Goliaths comes up with a staff in hand, and the Goliath that's been talking to you grabs the staff and says to have you follow him.
Angus would nod and follow.
As you reach a mountain pass, you see that there is a large door inbuilt into this area. As he taps the staff, you see the staff sort of glows in a yellow light through the cracks and imperfections of this staff before the door opens. You haven't a moment to waste then. Be careful, and make sure that that goblin doesn't go anywhere.
Well,
Just on a
he'll want
note.
to find something that another goblin left in these mountains.
Wait,
Just on a side note, we should play Communist Monopoly.
No.
So,
Yes.
do you step through the door?
Yeah.
A wind picks you up and you go flying. It's as if this area is like a wind tube that you keep turning through sharp corners before eventually you get to another door. As you slow down, the door opens, and please roll me an acrobatics check.
Yeah, that's 23.
23. You manage to roll as you land and stand on your feet. You can hazard a guess that you are now in another location, because unlike the last place that seemed like there was not really much to show that there were Goliath presence, this place is very much built up. It seems like each Goliathine clan seems to be its own sort of design. Last place seemed to be more like hunter-gatherers.
Yeah.
And this place looks like fortress builders, because you are in front of a monolithic fortress that seems to actually go in and out of the mountain that you are standing in front of.
I guess we'll head towards that. Basically call out in giant that... Well, basically, oi.
As
I
you
need
call
to
out,
speak to who's in charge.
an individual standing at this door looks towards you. You have not seen it. This place seems like maybe it's not Goliath after all. The closer you get, it doesn't look Goliathine. Stone giants actually.
Oh. So the people that I'm walking towards seem to be more of the size of Throlnum.
Yep. Actually shorter, because Throlnum's just a bigger one.
Yeah. He's a big dude.
So you see this individual at the front door. The prodigal son, is it?
Apparently.
We heard word you are arriving. What brings you to the Giants' realm?
I seek a couple things. One is aid in striking against the Sovereign Guard, who have other Goliaths captive. I know where they are. I just don't have the manpower to get them.
Do you believe that this is something that we need to stick our heads in for?
Maybe. Well, the Sovereign Guard are not something as simple. The Goliaths are strong, don't get me wrong. But we will require help, even if the clans rally.
You can see the weapon that is held by this individual kinda is reminiscent of another weapon we've
Vaults.
seen. Yeah. The doors open. Enter. You have never been humbled by your size, but this place, it is large. Much larger
Yeah.
than you. Even if you were to grow a size larger, you would still be probably at
Oh, yeah.
best able to maybe touch the top of the doors. But to actually get to the roof, you would not be able to touch the roof.
Yeah.
As you enter, you can see that there are, despite the size of this place, there are very few stone giants.
Hmm.
There is, however, a statue, a very small statue compared to everything else. A golden statue of a goblin.
Is Nubix there?
Yes.
Engifus would probably ask the Goliath, say, is the golden statue of any importance to you or the other giants?
It was left here by a little funny green man.
Yes. And my little funny purple man, as Engifus would just pick Nubeck
Right.
up and like hold him up, has been finding them himself.
Maybe if things go well, you can have us.
Nubix is like going to turn to like Trolley in his arms. What are we doing? And how can I help?
I am attempting to rally these people.
Have you used
Very
money?
few of us still remain in this location. The Goliaths and the Giants used to have an uneasy relationship. After the shattering of the Goliath city, we took up residence with them. Of course, your uncle, Headsplitter, comes from a prestigious line, one that hails from giant kind.
I'm hoping to tap into that bloodline myself.
Have you met No?
Yes, I have.
He was the one that helped the others tap into theirs.
No allowed me to tap into something else.
Then
However,
you
I
did not ask the right questions.
No, I did not. So now I'm going to attempt to figure it out whether anyone is going to help me or not.
It's a closely guarded secret by your uncle. He's the only one who knows.
I'll beat it out of him if I have to.
I'm sure he'll enjoy that. As you are walked to another location, this looks like a giant stone disc. As the giant steps onto it, waiting for you to jump onto the disc as well.
Angus would.
Did you put Nubix back on your shoulder, or like am
Yeah.
I walking? Okay, because I was going to say you would have to like lift me onto there.
So, after that, this giant stone platform starts rising up.
That maul hammer you wield is reminiscent to another Goliath I've seen. Merely just a visage.
Volt,
I-
I'd imagine.
Yeah.
I met him,
You met Wolf as well?
of course. Giants live long. Goliaths did not inherit such an age.
No. We make you, but typically, I believe we make the most out of the lifespan we have. Or at least I try to.
As you see it go past areas, you can see that there are many different floors to this place before it gets to the top. As you can see over the mountain ranges, and you can see the mountain of your uncle's.
Yep.
The giant that's been accompanying you walks over to this colossal gong and winds up his stone hammer as he hits it, and this loud reverberation echoes out into the mountains. You can see it causes a couple of avalanches around the place.
Yeah.
As appearing first is the individual you just met, who is wielding the staff.
Yep.
Appearing through what seems to just be thin air, followed by two other Goliaths, and finally your uncle appearing. It seems we are missing one. What happened to the last group?
Okay, so Meta, is it 5 including the giants?
It is 5 all up, including the giants.
Okay, yeah. So the one you're talking about is the 6th.
Yeah. Do you wish to fill it in?
From what I heard, they left. Don't know why. I do not know. Actually, no. Yeah, Angerfist doesn't actually have any information as to why they left and stuff. It's just,
Well,
I
that
heard
is a
from
problem.
Plum again that they left.
Right. Well, 4 of the 5 is enough. As the giant sort of places the giant stone hammer to the side, and then sits down on a large stone throne. As thrones start to appear, each Goliath taking their seat, with your uncle finally speaking up. So the prodigal son returns, and he has
Aye.
questions for us all.
Aye.
What can I do for you?
Well, one is about me attempting to unlock my giant herd. Heard you. I heard you. Well, I know you know how to do that.
Maybe if you prove yourself worth this power, I shall teach you it. Until then, this gong is rung in times of peril. What peril is there?
The sovereign god. With
Ah,
that sixth With the 6th clan leaving, they now have a way into the mountain.
Let
They
them
have already
try.
and they have already started collecting Goliath and holding them captive. I
Such
know where.
as-
Dreamfist, my brother.
Your brother. That's why we haven't seen him.
Aye. I'm sure there's several others. I'm sure there's more than just several others there as well. I know where they are. I just don't have the manpower to get them.
You expect to get the manpower from the clans. What are we to gain from this?
Meta. Now I actually think, because one of the things is Angus can't actually really offer, isn't actually sure what he can offer them.
Meta Nuvex is there like, should I go sit on that 6th seat?
No. Hey, you're not up front with being a united group again. That's, No, what Angus doesn't fucking know what they would potentially gain from it besides just putting some new upstarts in their place. I do not truthfully know what I could potentially offer. I do not truthfully know what any of you would get out of this besides putting the Sovereign Guard in its place, or cutting off Genesis from them.
I'll be right back. Just wait a second.
Yeah. I'll be back as well.
He has finally seen the spam.
I have returned.
Okay.
Alright, I'm back.
Go.
Alright, so where was I up to? Ah, yes.
What do they stand to gain? Angerfist truly doesn't know. I honestly do not know what you would stand to gain besides making so that the Sovereign Guard do not dare attack the clans.
They have already tried, your uncle says, as he takes a piece of cloth and throws it on the ground. Do you think they'll try again? The piece
Yes.
of cloth shows the image of the Sovereign Guard. Let them try. Each clan is strong enough to deal with them. If not, they weren't worth being a clan to begin with.
And what if they bring what if they bring more of their Magitech bullshit, more of their other bullshit?
You shall rise to
Overwhelm.
the occasion.
Oh, you're talking about the Jan Cannon. You hear Nivik say.
Yeah, I don't know where the fuck that went.
Into the sea. Into the
Yeah.
Nivik just laughs. Well, good luck, Goliaths.
I believe that the Sovereign Guard will eventually be able to overthrow the clans as the leaders of these mountains. And with that other clan leaving,
you
they
hear stone cracking as your uncle sort of grips the seat. You dare say of my power?
Oh, I know you're powerful. But the fact remains, last time I was here, I beat you almost. I did a number on you.
You think that they
And
could
yet-
do worse to me?
They certainly did worse.
What sort of strength are you?
I have the strength of a fire giant coursing through me. And my fist was caught like it was nothing.
As you hear a gasp from one of the Goliaths, this Goliath seems to be a female Goliath.
Ooh, truly. Nivik nods.
As your uncle keeps staring at you, just waiting
I-
to see if you'll flinch.
Oh, there is no flinching. I am incredibly angry. And I plan on drowning my anger and becoming unstoppable. However, before I can start to do that, I am going to unlock my Goliath, my giant hurt. And part of doing that, well, not really part of doing that, but I do not intend on letting our brethren be tortured by the Sovereign Guard.
The Goliath that is yet to speak. What do you mean? Torture?
I do not know of the state of the other Goliaths, but Dreamfist showed up I had a vision of Dreamfist. Half of his body is nigh wasted away. Tortured, sleep deprived, starved. I'm sure that is just the tip of the iceberg to what they are doing to our brethren.
What can we do to help?
Strike back at them. And again, I know where they're being held.
your uncle sort of stops gripping the stone. The mountains are our home. You know that those who cannot survive are weak. Your brother is weak. Dreamfist is weak. They chose to live outside of the mountains. Why should we care about what happens to them?
Because if we do, whilst they might be perceived as weak, they have experiences that the lot that grew up on this mountain will never know of. They know things and have experienced things and done things that the Goliaths born and raised on this mountain won't be able to experience because they do not leave. By not leaving, by not seeking strength elsewhere, finding strength for themselves, they make themselves weak.
You call me weak, child?
You left. You found strength for yourself outside of these mountains.
As the Goliaths look towards him. And who did I see to get my power? Where did I go?
You went and saw No, who helped you. You did learn your power. You did learn and train your power yourself, yes. But the fact remains that I doubt that you would have been able to do so had you not left the mountains.
They are the ones that aren't mountain born. And you want us to help them.
Fight, 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 fight.
It is either we help them and pull them up and make them strong, and in turn make the Goliaths in the mountain strong as well. Or have a repeat of what happened long ago.
Long ago? What do you mean, long ago?
With the Goliaths and the giants fighting each other. The history of why the Goliaths are stuck in these mountains. Too scared to leave them. Because you're not united.
You, with your, what's your passive perception?
No, it's not very high. 14.
19.
You both would notice that there's a smile on the female orc. Not orc, fucking Goliath.
Once again, jabs Anger Fist in the side. Just like, it's like in the side of the neck.
Also,
Yeah.
quickly, Troy, can you send me your character's clan name again? I can't seem to find it in any of my notes for the 15th bloody time.
Really quick, I am so fucking sorry about being this way.
Hey, it's okay.
I slept through my alarm. I don't friggin' know how, but I did. So what's happened so far?
Not next to nothing. There's been Troy going through and speaking to the... So we didn't start till late, but it's just been Troy going through and speaking to the... What were they called?
Goliath leaders, basically.
Yeah.
And the leaders of the mountains.
Oh, what about Axe Death's battle?
Hasn't happened yet.
Hasn't happened. This is
Oh.
just beforehand.
Oh. I actually didn't think Angerfist would
I
make it
didn't
there
get here till
before
late
that.
either.
It's
were
because
teleported.
yeah, they're teleported.
Oh.
A little bit of magic from Dreamfist, because Dreamfist really wants that fight, and the only way that's going to happen is if he gets saved, which, you know, ain't that cool, but he wants a proper death. Not this.
Yeah.
Torture shit.
Okay,
I
I
understand. Yeah.
just need to see what was going.
That's fair. I understand that you say that the Goliath clans are strong in their own rights. But the fact that they're separated and not working together makes them easily exploited.
You have my vote, and you have mine. The the person with the staff, as you have
Yeah.
mine. Your uncle's still staring at you. You talk big. You say that you're strong and you're not a coward. Yet you did not face them yourself. What is this that is our fault? How is this our problem that our people who decided to not only on their pilgrimage decide to stay away from the mountain, but were born mountainless? How is this any of our fault? You are clouded by your brother. Do you know
I-
what? Do you remember
A
what
family
you did
tie.
to mine?
Yes. I
And
killed
do you
him.
see? Do you see me trying to get any solace for him? He made his decision, just as your brother has.
It is not his decision to be kept there.
It was my brother's decision to do what he did to you, and it is your decision to do what you did to him. Just as it is your brother's decision to have not have returned to the mountain, to learn of what he is, to learn of what he can be. I bet that he does something so wasteful with his time that it is almost comical.
He fights. For other people's entertainment, yes, but he does fight.
That must not be much of a fight then. City-born are easy to entertain.
Aye. Could you imagine this? And could you imagine just how much better he would be if he has the if he would actually have the chance of seeing what it is like being an actual Ugalathi?
You want us to clean up others' mess. You want us to fix others' issues.
I see it less as fixing others' issues and more making sure the Goliathian clans do not weaken. Because if we do not, if the Goliath clans do not show some sort of response to the fact that their brethren are being held captive, it isn't only going to be the sovereign god believing they can take us on.
Who else would dare?
Nubik starts like naming out names. He's like the slavers, the pirates,
He looks at
The good guys on the other continent.
So Troy, you see his eyes narrow at Newbeck as he seems to be gripping on the chair.
Newbeck, shut up.
Hey, what? He asked for the names. I'm just giving him the 3 big ones. Dimitri's like looking at the Goliaths that's been staring down Angerfist. It's not my fault.
All I know is that if we
Yeah.
do
Nubek staring at the uncle with a slightly blank look, like there's nothing actually behind his eyes.
So, just to help you out, here are the names of the clans that are still there.
Yeah.
You're currently at Castle Stone, by the way.
Cool.
What's really funny is I don't even think Farx has mentioned that he has he has an entire Goliath clan.
Yep.
Farx just shows up to the fight with a bunch of Goliaths. Angerfish just looks at him. The fuck you get those guys?
No, Angerfist knows there's Goliaths there.
So, yeah, there you go. There's all the Goliaths that are there.
Cool.
Or at least the chieftains, or
Yeah.
whatever they call themselves.
It is just shown time and again that once it appears that something is weakened, so others come and take it apart. Time and again throughout history.
What do we do about the Helmsguard then, when they suddenly see us going after these Sovereign Guard? The Helmsguard, as reluctant as I am to say this, are allies of the Glyphine Mountains.
Aye. And if that is indeed the case, then is there some sort of agreement to not allow other beings to invade the Goliathine Mountain territory?
That is the case.
The Sovereign God have done that. They either help or they fuck off. Although, given the fact that there seem to be less and less Helmsguard activity, I think they've taken the second oath.
He stands up and walks over to you. I hope you know what you're doing. You've already cost me quite a bit in the last lifetime. You have my vote. But if you die, if you leave this clan without a second powerful leader to inherit this place, I shall make sure your body never knows rest. I shall make sure that you will never know rest. Do you understand?
I understand perfectly.
This is the start of his king arc.
And honestly, I would rather a situation like that.
On his
But
back,
if I
he
were
pulls out Head Splitter.
Yeah.
as he turns Head Splitter and slams it into the chair he was just in, as it is buried into the chair. As he looks to the rest of the clan members, the one that had the stick, the staff, it glows as he slams it into his chair. The chick that was there, she pulls out 2 daggers and slams them into the armrests of the stone chair. And the last person who is there, he seems to take an amulet and place it onto the chair before punching it into the chair.
Glorious.
As they all look to the 6th chair that is empty. Whether they're dead or otherwise. They look towards the giant. Do you look towards the giant?
Yeah.
The gentle steel of that was inside of the giant hammer, as he grasps it again, it starts to melt, leaving lava dripping off instead. As the base, the holes in the helmet turn to a red. As he takes the hammer and slams it into the gong again, this time leaving not only a loud sound, but almost like rolling thunder throughout. As you see what was the mountain of Ugasava, or however you say your clan name,
Ogalavi.
you see it erupt, followed by each of the clan's highest peaks erupting as well. If we are to return to this land, let it be with victory in hand, the giant says.
Angus would nod.
As
I don't intend it to be any other way.
each individual picks up their weapons again. You have your army. Now what shall you do with it, prodigal son?
Meta, this is the issue, because I need these loads. Because Meta, they're held at Outlook. I just don't know how much to listen. I just don't know that we just cut a straight path to it.
If you did, well, it really depends on how you're going about it.
Oh, it's pretty hard to hide an army of Goliaths. So
Oh, I know.
Yeah, the worst part is you have no way of like if Farx was say with you, he could, and there was no limit on teleportation, he could just open up a single portal for your entire army.
Except teleporting shit is fucked.
Yep. So you'd have to move them the old-fashioned way. I'm trying to pull up a little map here.
Yeah.
That I have, but
The Goliaths are being held at a town known as Outlook.
Let me just send you what the giant looks like now. might remind you of a particular person.
Once it loads. Oh, yeah. Does look vaguely familiar for some reason. I don't know why, but
Well, let me just bring an NPC onto the map so that you can see.
uh, oh yeah, with the glowing eyes.
So, just looking at the map, this is obviously meta.
Oh,
Like the tip of the Goliathine Mountains, you can march straight south to Outlook, with at most maybe having to take another town before that. Or alternatively, coming in at a slight angle to avoid the other town.
Alright, it's time for an update of the maps. You ready to see it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Aw man, I just opened this map.
It's just updating where the what particular people control.
Wait, was it Lookout or Outlook?
Outlook.
Outlook, okay.
Lookout is the main base of the Sovereign Guard.
Yeah. I think Angerfist does know.
Better, I hope not.
I don't. I'm actually not sure if he does.
That's a joke. Yeah, you got it now. Anyway, so I'll be right back.
Yep.
I mean, alternatively, you would be able to thread the needle between two of the towns to get to Outlook, but that would be difficult and you could easily get caught
Mm.
and get forced into a couple skirmishes. Though by that time, it'd be very difficult for them to move all the Goliaths.
Yeah.
Alternatively, potentially something you can do is, since Lookout is the main base of the Sovereign Guard, you could potentially stop by there and try to rally the Sovereign Guard. Not Sovereign Guard, Helm's Guard. I'm sorry.
Main base of the Helm's Guard is
Island.
yeah,
Oh,
with Helm's
I'm,
Gate.
I'm being confused again. Okay.
Yeah, News Isle, the yellow, like all that, like all the yellow area.
Is sovereign.
that's
Well,
all owned.
I thought it was confusing.
Yeah,
I'm like, wait, but it's yellow.
There'd probably
Helm's
be
got
blue
more
if I
mountains
hadn't
than the
chosen blue as my color.
Mm.
Alternatively, what you can do is take a portion of your army and you yourself attack Lookout ahead of the main army.
As
I've got no
powerful
idea.
as Angerfist is, I don't think it's a good idea for him to attempt to attack Lookout by himself.
Well, I
Mostly
mean,
because-
with some of your army, but
True,
yeah.
but
Still, the losses will be extreme.
yeah,
Okay, so probably be a good thing. Has Angerfist been able to figure out any place he can teleport on the continent? Because the furthest south Farx has been able to so far is literally that northern town. Like, that's the only...
Winter's how.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
the only place.
I'm pretty sure you can teleport in the needlessly empty fields.
Potentially, what I'm going to try and do is see if I can teleport relatively northward of the Goliathing Mountains.
So I believe
uh,
it's the center point for the teleportation board is Wishes Creek, and I believe it expands out to north of the mountains.
Yeah.
I'll actually just grab an image of it.
Alright, I'll be back.
Alternatively, Wishes Creek could be taken out.
Probably not. Because Wishes Creek. I mean, we need to take it out. But still.
Yeah.
That's like the one place that fuck, what's his name? That certain wishy man wanted us to get rid of early on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe the entire area in that red circle is warded. Roughly based on those boundaries.
What are you looking at in your one?
I think everything inside the red circle is warded, but everything outside of it can be teleported to.
I mean, what I was planning to do with Farx was having him effectively test out, say, going a couple tiles south of Winter's Howl to see if he can teleport, and if he can,
I've returned.
which he would be able to recognize the terrain, obviously. He can then long rest, teleport again, and just little by little figure out how far south he can go.
That's using
Though I
teleport
think...
via plants, correct?
Huh?
That's using teleport via plants, correct?
Yep. Which, yes, is affected by this. That's how Farx ended up in Winter's Howl and got his harem.
Alright, but don't you need to have seen or touched the destination plant at least once before?
Yes. Farx has been all over this place. He's literally lived in the wilderness his entire life. The needlessly empty plains. Pretty much everything on the tiny little island part of the continent.
Fair enough then.
The only reason Tox lets me have such immunity on this continent to teleport around like that is because he has been in the wild for so long. Wait, how old is Farx again? But yeah, like, he couldn't teleport, obviously, every single little point. Like, he probably couldn't teleport to New City. Because I really don't see him ever going to, not New City. The fuck's the name of that place?
Genesis. Whole lot.
Thank you. Thank you. Genesis was the one I was thinking of. I really don't think there were many places he could teleport in terms of, like, that big chunk of civilization. Because he wouldn't have gone there.
Yeah.
And honestly, he wouldn't have even been able to teleport to Winter's Howl if he wanted to. But that's where he just ended up because of the ward. I just think the way that, even though me and Talks haven't spoken about it, it's pretty much, as long as it's like a wilderness area that Farx would have most likely been to, then he can pretty much teleport to it.
Yeah.
With a teleportation via plant. You good, Troy?
Yeah. Just mixing
Oh,
another
okay.
drink.
Oh, you were. I just heard you starting to talk. But anyway. I definitely feel like with the Goliaths, we're going to have a much better of a chance.
Right, I'm back. I was just ordering
Yeah.
dinner.
That.
What'd you order?
Pizza. This
Okay.
time
Hey.
I'm sure. This time I'm sure they're not going to get anything wrong because I ordered mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese with pizza?
No, mac and cheese pizza.
Ugh.
Look, look. It sounds cool, so I'm gonna try it.
It really doesn't sound cool, but okay.
It's cheese. Anyway,
It's so good.
oh, confirmation that it's good. I should have checked what sauce was on it, because if it's normal fucking sauce, then I might have an issue there. Anyway,
Cheese sauce.
cheese sauce, good. All the cheese.
It should be
Cheeses.
cheese
Anyway,
sauce. I know of ones where they do put normal
Man,
sauce.
I can't wait for that Venos. Hey, Vsauce. Channel to be made. Cheese sauce. Hang on, did I hear someone snoring? Yep.
No. Huh?
Cody. 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 Axtef. Ramesh is unpleased with you again. Okay, he's asleep.
Oh, well, that fucking sucks.
Well, I kind of need him for the next part.
Can someone call him?
You could always skip him and
Yes.
go to me time.
I am not going to you time again.
I made that thing once. Never again.
No, you're banned, James.
I'm going to attempt to give him a call. If he doesn't answer, that is a-okay.
Okay.
Not a big rip.
Mailbox number 042
Act stuff?
3449.
His voice changed.
You're leaking his number on stream.
Am I?
Yeah.
Yes.
Shit. How do I get rid of that audio?
I should have spoken over it enough that it was cut from it.
Okay, cool. I was gonna leave a message. All you had to do was follow the damn train, CJ.
Act
Okay.
stuff.
Anyway, so I tried to call him. Everyone, quick. For the spam.
Minions commence the spam.
I'm not efficient enough at that, so I'm not going to bother.
Just
I'm
get
just
good.
not gonna bother.
I use my iPad.
Just get good.
Oh, because
No.
I'm on stream, it actually doesn't work for me.
Okay. James has it covered.
Anyway, in that case, you want them to go to Outlook?
That's where the Goliath's being held, but because it's right next to Lookout, and I think Angerfist knows about Lookout being.
It would have been explained to you by your,
Yeah.
people that's where it looks like the most activity from them is, so it's
Yeah,
compelled
yeah.
to say that would be either their forward operating base or their main base.
Yeah.
So,
And Angerfist would like to explain that, because if it's their main base, the chance of us getting through is lessened. If it's their forward operating base, it's still going to be difficult.
Yep. So,
You know what? I'm gonna try and call him on Discord and see how that works.
that might work. So, what was I doing? So the guys shall go off to do that, to plan and
Angerfist,
prepare.
Angerfist would explain Lookout is either the main base or a forward operating base.
Yep. So they'll have that in mind. You hear that the Ogus, the Oglucane,
Yeah.
clan, is planning that they should probably take back the full mountain range before moving on.
Yeah. Because if we can have the entire mountain range, they'll once again have like a proper defense.
Well, looks like it didn't work.
Rip. All we did was lose my brother.
I
It's
mean,
not that
is
bad.
that really such a bad thing?
I think he's just trying to call him as well.
Maybe.
That, or the message he sent.
He sent a message?
Yeah, I have no idea where that message is.
It's probably a PM to Doc.
Ah.
Would be my guess.
Wake up, Axteth. Wakey
Wake up,
wakey, it's
Jeff.
time
You
for
missed all the
murder.
fun now. Wake up, Jeff.
Ed?
You're
You-
not even. He has been banished.
Wait, can I get
I
that?
did. What? Alexander, why did you go down there?
I wanted to see if I could press the soundboard button.
You could not.
It was very depressing.
You can do it here, though.
Why does this sound like Hayden?
Nah, this one's Wolf's.
What's mine?
I don't have one for you, sadly. I've only got one for... But that's mine. That's for Troy.
God fucking damn it,
And
the
this one's
wah.
for Chris.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Poor Minecraft Steve.
That is... I am not doing that one.
James doing a bunch of random ones. I don't know why, but that wah one was fucking hilarious.
You know what that's from?
No idea.
It's from an old parody song called Hey Ya Hey. And it's basically got He-Man singing. And he's just like, hey, yeah, 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 hey,
Hey,
yeah,
isn't
yeah.
that just the like continuous loop one?
No. And then eventually it gets to the part where, and he prays. Oh my God, I pray. I pray to
Okay.
save the day. Meh.
Yeah.
Fuck you, He-Man. Hmm.
That's the sound of James bashing his head against the wall.
That's the sound of me killing players.
We're rich! We're rich!
How many diamonds did they have?
Good question. I'll let you know.
Seduce me!
Alright. Anyway, let's go back to the game. Well, Nubek and Angerfist, you want to go to the mountain that is now erupting to try and get the chalice, or shall you leave that for later?
That's up to Novak.
Nubek, do you wish to go to a highly active, unstable volcano that is erupting?
I could, like, death stare Troy, like, you caused this somehow. Not say anything, but I'm death staring him from his shoulder.
Also, what do you
Like-
guys think about the stone giant castle name?
Castle
Wait,
Stone.
what? Oh.
Castle Stone.
He talks. Rock and stone.
It's funny because everything in that area is named something for, like, just that reason. You're like, the Meridian Desert, which basically means the middle desert. And needlessly empty fields, which is needlessly empty because I couldn't think of anything to put in there. Then you have,
I mean, don't worry. Farks will put something in there.
then you have the Glyphine Mountains, which are called the Glyphine Mountains because of the Glyphs. And then you
Give me a
have
sec.
then you have the Castle Stone. There's also the Bitter Guild, which is just 2 words for cold. Anyway, if that's the case, we'll get on with Gemstone then. Do we have the Gemstone here at the moment, or are they AFK?
They're dead.
Oh, another one joins the party.
Gemstone died.
You
This
can-
is news to me.
You can join Wolf in his other tomb. So I've killed.
Man, that tomb's getting pretty full now.
Ah, Wolf could fit in. You just start mincing them. They'll fit.
But yes, I am here.
Alright, cool. So, I believe when we last left off, you had gotten the orcs to retreat. Where do you wish to go? You can either head give me a sec. You can either head west towards the capital or south towards another town.
Aren't I still in the training room thing?
Yes.
Ah, okay. I was just a bit confused.
It's a simulation.
What's the next nearest town?
They're both about the same distance. The nearest town or the nearest city are both the same distance. The nearest town is known as Gregson.
I suppose I shall head to the town then.
Right. So you head south as you follow the roads, and you within the day arrive at Gregson. This place has a rather fortified wall that is pointing eastward, with many symbols of warding of some sort that are pointing towards the east. When you enter the city, you can see that this place is rather dominated by clerics, paladins, and other acolytes of religions.
Alright. Does there seem to be anything kind of going on here, or just daily life?
This isn't daily life to you, but to them it seems to be.
Alright. What am I currently like doing in this like what am I supposed to be doing?
That is entirely up to you.
They didn't give me like a suggestion for what I should be doing to train at all.
Nope, they just said that you'll be going through the same gauntlet as one of the inspirations for the reason why the Knights Guild even exists.
Alright then. I suppose I will search for a library or some other similar place of learning.
Cool. You do find a library here. It is known as the Gregson Library. It seems a little run down. The windows are all boarded, though the actual glass of the windows, or what glass there could have been for the windows, seems to be gone.
Okay. Is it like abandoned or just kind
It is
of
not abandoned.
disrepair?
It looks like it is in disrepair.
Alright, then I will. Does it look open?
It does. You can see there are a few people who are outside that are currently sitting on some steps that are reading books, whilst the actual door is open.
Alright, I will go in then.
Entering, it looks a lot nicer than the outside does. There's
nice.
plenty of shelves with there's plenty of shelves filled with books. There's plenty of tables and chairs that have a few different inhabitants currently reading books, and there is a front desk with what looks to be the librarian. The librarian looks to be like a elderly woman with a bit of a hunched back.
Alrighty, I will head up to the librarian.
What can I do for you?
Hello there. I was just wondering if I could ask some questions.
Ask away, dearie.
What are all the wards for in this city?
To the east is the Elven Empire ruins. The undead are everywhere there.
I see. Are they posing a threat to the people here?
Every now and again. The paladins and clerics, and various other riffraff of the holy kind, seem to have it covered, though.
Do they go out fairly regularly to try and clear things out?
It is a third of a day's travel to the border, and almost a full day to the closest of the inhabited locations. It isn't ideal for them.
Ah, I see. Do you happen to know when one of their next missions would be, or would I have to go and ask in the individual places?
You would have to ask them in the church. I am a librarian. I speak for the books.
Very well. Do you have
the books
any...
speak in common, indeed.
Do you have any interesting facts about the town that you would like to share?
The town of Gregson. Founded by Gregson himself, a proud farmer who used to work with the elves back when the elves were alive. We would usually have elves come in all the time, and the day that the elves stopped appearing is the day that Gregson mysteriously died. Some believed that he was alive merely because the elves were.
Interesting. Some sort of connection.
Otherwise, this town is rather uneventful. Yep, I'll be right back.
What's going on?
Oh, he had to step away.
Alright. Whilst that's paused, Farx, guess what?
What?
My Goliath army's better than yours.
Well, of course it is. You got like pretty much every friggin' remaining clan. I'm willing to bet there's like maybe one or two other clans out there.
As
But
far as I'm aware, the only other two clans out there are Axdeaths, which are now with him, and your lot.
oh yeah, okay.
At least on our continent.
Yeah, so we basically have all the Goliath clans in for this war.
Yeah.
Hell, Axdeath's Goliath army is better because it has a lot more. Like he's got like around 1,000 of them or something. And you're probably in like, I wouldn't be shocked if you had 10,000, my dude.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, Farx went from being the one with the largest force to not the smallest, but nowhere the biggest anymore. Although that's possibly going to change with what I have planned. But that said, I hope you guys like lizard folk. Man, everyone's quiet.
Yeah.
But anyway, just looking at the few upcoming battles or events, I have a feeling Halot is definitely gonna fall.
Yeah.
And whether or not the other two towns get annihilated by Axdeath, that's gonna depend on him.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm back.
I'll
So,
come back.
Gemstone. What else would you like to do?
I will thank the librarian for her assistance and head to any, I suppose, like, temple gathering area that looks like it could relate to any expeditions.
You see a chapel. That seems to be connected to what looks to be a barracks.
Alright. I will head there then.
Uh,
Can I tell what deity this chapel is for?
It doesn't seem to show any deity on the outside.
Alright.
It's not bad. So you approach.
I do.
As you approach, the door swings open and a paladin exits. Who goes there?
Hello there. My name is Gemstone, and I was wondering if you have any expeditions going out anytime soon.
Expeditions where?
To the fallen elven city, to clear out the undead.
That's suicide. Do you know how big the Elven Empire ruins are? They're at least 4, 5, maybe even 6 times the size of the human empire.
Oh, I see. Are there not expeditions sent out in the local areas, though?
He pulls out a map, which I shall send in the evil game info. The memories.
Nostalgia. Yeah.
Oh, yo, I remember seeing
Wow.
this map before. Man, the human empire does not look like an empire.
You're right. However, Gemstone, I want you to roll me a history.
All right. $13.
13. Something about Oblivion's End is very, very familiar. You just can't put your finger on it.
All right.
So, yeah. I'm not sure why Oblivion's End sounds familiar, but it sounds familiar.
This place, Oblivion's End, what is it?
The guard says, the paladin says, you don't know what's past that point, but there was once a survivor that went out there and came back and said he saw a goat-headed creature with bat wings lording a staff around past that position. Truly a demon.
All right.
You can roll a history check for that as well. Or religion
Okay.
check. One of the two.
$19.
Was that for religion? Or history?
They're both the same.
Oh, okay. But which one did you choose? Because I'll word it differently for either one.
History.
You remember from what you heard back a bit, and from little bits and bobs that you've connected, there is a realm that has a building called Oblivion's End. It is a tower in a place called Thanatos. If that is the same tower, then this is beyond where Thanatos has been mapped. And Orcus, the demon prince of Undeath, is south of you.
Oh, dang. Okay. Um. All right. I suppose I will. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. Um, I'll just ask him then. Are you currently looking for any volunteers for any short-term local projects?
We've got everything set up here. We don't have it. We don't usually ask for any volunteers,
Very well then.
as this is a dangerous job. Usually, you get paid what you're worth.
I'm not opposed if you're looking to hire.
Right? You got family?
Sort of.
How much do they rely on you on a scale of 1 to 10?
Oh, I'm sure they could get by. I have faith in them.
Financially, do you think that they would survive?
Oh, probably better without me than with me in that case.
Then your salary will be a little lower than most of the people here. Are you okay with that?
Sure. Yeah, I don't mind that.
Alright. He is just like, come this way, we'll get your contract set up then.
I will follow.
So, tell us a little more about yourself.
What are you looking to know?
Anything you're willing to talk about?
Uh, well, as you can probably see, I'm a shard mind.
Interesting. What is a shard mind?
It's actually a little hard to describe.
You like some
But
sort of
it's whatever I
sentient
am.
golem?
Sure, something along those lines.
Alright.
Let's see, what else? I adventure and assist the person that depends on me, and
Who depends on
enjoy the world. My master, Alexander.
And where will he be then?
Oh, he's off doing whatever it is he does.
Right, well, we're gonna need him if anything. We can't get legal documents signed without him around.
Why not?
As you have just said that he is your master.
Ah, he gives me license over myself in this way.
Do you have any documentation saying so?
Apparently, yes, Meta. I do. Here it is.
Alright, so you showed that documents?
Yep.
Oh. And they will get you to sign everything there with a fiduciary. Just says that your living wage will be 2 gold a day. If death is to be before you, a year's worth of pay will be sent to your next of kin. In this case, your master. As usual, payment is about 8 silver a day. Getting 2 gold a day is a huge amount, and getting a huge 1 year payout is quite a bit of money.
Wow, okay.
I'm sorry, I gotta make this joke with Alexander being Gemstone's master. Ah, so it's that kind of relationship.
As long as we're clear.
I'm sorry, I had to make the joke.
I know you had to. I've been refraining from doing so for a while.
Nubex just changed his name to Fuck Tax.
Yeah, fuck Dex. There's reasons behind that.
All right, I will read over the contracts for anything that stands out, anything odd or off, or any time frames or anything like that.
Alright. One more time.
I'll just read over the contract and check for anything odd or off or that I have questions about, and also any time frames that it requires.
It says if you are to commit sins such as raise the dead, you are subject to death.
Dang, okay.
If you are to desecrate any graves, you will be subject to a fine equal to the pay you have been given over the time that you have spent working.
Wow.
And if you are to kill a officer who is above your command, you shall be what is it called?
Dishonorably.
Dishonorably discharged.
Yeah, dishonorably discharged. And all your deeds shall be stripped from you.
All right. So raising the dead is punishable by death, but killing a fellow adventurer. Just all right. Does it have a specific period of time or anything?
That you're working?
Yeah.
Until you choose to leave.
Oh, dope.
Minimum of a month.
Ah. Hmm.
Which is 30 days. That's 60 gold in your pocket if you stay for that. If you stay for that long.
How long have I been in the simulation?
Quite a few days, but this place has been forming around you during that time.
Ah. I feel like this will be like a good warm up to the rest of this year. Sure. Yeah, I'll stick around for a month here.
Right. So for that month, give me a sec, I'll be right back. Right, I'm back. During that month, at some point, you, along with many other of those who signed up for the guards duty, you have to deal with about 3 undead incursions. You do see your fair share of, at least in that time, about 10 of those people have died as they were too far away from your location. Do you have Revivify?
I do, yeah.
Then you can choose to bring them back.
So they said raising undead was the forbidden one, right?
Yeah, you're not allowed to raise the dead, as in undead. They never said anything about bringing people back to life.
I'll try and like, did it specify in the contract? Doesn't matter. I'm gonna bring them back. Yeah, but it's just if it specifies in the contract, I might do it sneakily.
So you bring them back to life, sneakily, you say?
Does
Or
it?
also stealth?
Did it specify in the contract if it was specifically like for undead?
It says raise the undead.
Okay, then I don't need to do it sneakily, but I will like try not to draw attention to the fact that I can do it. I don't want to make a big show, you know.
Yeah. So, by the By the 27th day, you're kind of known for it, unfortunately, because the people you bring back see you do so.
What? They just thought they were unconscious. It's fine.
You know when you feel like you died.
Okay, fair enough.
And you're called in to the chapel again
Okay.
as they place severance pay on the table. Orders from High Command say that you are to be discharged. They have new plans, and they require you to head to the main city.
Did I do something wrong?
We don't know. You've just been discharged honorably, mind you, and you're getting a severance pay.
All right.
Just sign here.
I read over the contract.
It's just a honorable discharge signature saying that you're being let go from the guard duty here early on the request of an officer, and that you are getting your severance pay.
Very well. I suppose
now
I
I
have no
want you
choice but
to-
to accept.
I want you to make sure that you're separating this money, because this money doesn't actually exist.
Right. Okay.
Like, they're able to do this because you're a shard mind. You don't need to eat. So they're fast tracking you because you're a shard mind. You will have been given your full month of pay, even though you weren't working for that month, along with an extra half of a month. So 45. That's 90 gold all up.
All right. 90 virtual reality coins.
90 cryptocurrency.
Bitcoin. Gem coin.
90 AC. Arcane coin.
Alrighty. Very well then. So you said it got to 27 days, so nearly the full thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Just
And
did
you
a
are
few days
asked
earlier.
to make it to the city of Linkas.
Alright. I will bid everyone adieu and head off, I suppose.
Huh? So you head to the city?
Yep.
You make it to the city. As guards approach you. You must be the Crystal, the Shard Mind?
That I am. Gemstone.
Right this way. Captain wants a word with you.
Very well. I follow.
As you get to this individual who seems to have a missing arm and a missing eye, but they are in heavy armor. You must be that Jet character they've been talking about. Raising those who have died in battle, have we?
Indeed, I have, yes.
And who might you be?
As you've said, my name is Gemstone.
Where's your master at?
I believe on his home continent, though. He could be pretty much anywhere at the moment.
Home continent? What do you mean? Nothing but land for miles.
Indeed. It's rather far away.
Well, you got any way to get a word in with him?
Not at the moment, no.
That's a
May I
shame.
ask why?
Could use more like you. You're not exactly, a commodity we have, and if we had more of you who could bring soldiers back from the dead, we might actually be able to start taking some land from the elven ruins.
Ah, I see. Unfortunately, I'm rather one of a kind.
Again, that's a shame. You think you could teach the men those spells, or you think that's something that can't happen, as a lot of these individuals don't know who to follow? There's not really any godly influence around here.
Do I know if it's possible for me to teach them as long as they're strong enough?
Ross, a religion check.
Alright. 16.
16. You might be able to, but there's a chance that they might not be able to cast it in the end. But if you can teach them it, they can teach others until someone knows how to.
Alright. I believe that if they're capable of strong enough magic, I may be able to, or at least give them the knowledge to pass on to anyone who may be able to teach others, yes.
Just repeat that one more time.
I believe if there are those who are able to cast strong enough magic, I would be able to. Or at least give them the knowledge to pass on to any who could.
Alright, so. What are you looking for those who'd be able to cast it?
Well, likely paladins and clerics who are able to cast the third tier of magic.
We'll have a look at what we can find. Stay here for a few days on us as he tosses you a card. The card is free lodging for the week.
Very well. Should I... How would you like me to contact you or be contacted?
We'll leave a letter at the place of your stay. The inn that you'll be going to, as he points the inn, which is called God's Tavern. They usually allow us to send mail to that location.
Very well. I will be awaiting your summons. And I suppose I'm a head over and check it out. Unless he has anything else to say.
Nope. You're dismissed.
Very well. And I'll head over. How's it look?
How's what look?
The inn.
The inn. Oh, right, yeah. It is a lovely inn. The inn is made, the walls of the inn are made of, well, the outside of the inn is marble white with gold trim.
Ooh.
As the inside seems to be just as beautiful. It is as if this is built by elves.
I will take in every detail I can.
You see that the bar is being run by what looks to be a half-elf. Something you really haven't seen around. You haven't really seen anything but humans around here, but seeing a half-elf is a rarity here as well.
Ah, interesting.
Welcome to this place. I don't want to say it.
Alright then.
It's such
Yeah.
a self-entitled name. I'd rather call it the Golden Palace than the God's Inn. That's what it was originally going to be called, but we changed it anyway. Welcome, anyway. I am Lucius. What can I do for you today?
Hello there, Lucius. I can shard minds drink, or is it just like they don't need to, or they just can't?
You can. It never says you can't.
Alright. I was wondering if you have any type of juice or anything like that?
Yes. What juice are you looking for?
What types do you have?
Many types.
What's your personal favorite?
Me, I'd rather go for. I'm not really much of a juice person, but if I had to choose, it would be. Apple and blackcurrant.
That sounds lovely. I'll have one of those, please.
Sure thing. As he shall pour you a drink. I shall return again.
Why is it so quiet?
Looks
I
like we
said
go
I'd be
do
right
something.
back. I'm back.
Oh, okay.
So I keep getting distracted. I need to stop getting distracted. So. After he serves it to you, he gets to another customer. So you can see that there's also a what looks to be clerk not too far away that seems to be dealing with the rooms of this place.
All right. I'll wait until Lucius? Was that it?
We'll go with that.
Okay. I'll wait until Lucius is done with the other customer, and then I'll kind of like
Flag you down.
try to catch his attention a bit. Yeah.
What can we do for you, ma'am?
Apologies, I just wanted to confirm something. I am gonna show the card.
You
Does
take
this
that to the
count for
clerk.
drinks as well, or do I pay for those separately?
Juice is free. Alcoholic beverages are not.
Ah, very well then. Thank you.
Well, let me rephrase that. Juice is free within reason. More than a liter a day, and then you have to pay.
I don't think I'll be drinking that much, but duly noted.
We had this one individual who came in. I think they called themselves Troey? They went through our OJ stocks so fast.
Oh,
We had to implement that because of them.
fair enough. I suppose even the strangest
Welcome.
rules are there for a reason. But that's a fairly reasonable rule. All right, then I will.
And let
I'll,
me
I'll
rephrase that. It wasn't Troy, it was No.
Gotcha. All right. Then I will. I'll finish up my juice and head over to the clerk.
Yep. The clerk is what looks to be a young man who is finely dressed. Welcome to the God's Inn. What can I do for you, fair maiden?
Hello there. I have this card here for a room, I believe, and I'm going
Ah.
to show him the card.
A week's stay at the Medium Inn. Gotcha. He turns around, grabs a silver key, turns back. Your key, madame.
Thank
Is there
you.
anything else I can do for you?
Just brief directions, perhaps?
Numbers go in order from ascending. So, if you go past 30, you've gone too high, as your number is 25.
Very well. I shall keep my eye out. Thank you for your help.
You're always welcome. Please remember, the God's Inn is here to serve.
All right.
So,
And I will leave one gold there and then kind of run back over to the bar and leave one there by the cup and then head and look for my room.
Alright, so you get to the stairs. These stairs seem to be more like a travelator. Or an escalator, should I say. With
Alright.
some going up and some going down, so you don't have to take as many steps.
Wow, I wasn't expecting one of these here.
Eventually you get to a floor that says that has numbers 21 through to 25.
Alright.
As you find your room.
Heck yeah.
Entering, more of the same marble white walls with the gold trim, with red velvet colored curtains, along with sheets, and, well, oh man, I'm forgetting what that's called. Thing that doonas and white sheets. Red doonas and white sheets.
Wow, how luxurious.
There is a wardrobe in here, along with a decanter, which seems to be attached by a golden chain to the wall.
Alrighty.
It notes there is a little note next to the decanter.
What does it say?
It says decanter of endless water. Theft of this means permanent ban from the God's Inn.
Oh. I'm going to look in every drawer, every nook and cranny of this place because I'm a curious little person and I want to know if there's any secrets.
There is nothing else in any of the drawers. You do find that you do have a shower and toilet. Separate rooms.
Convenient. All right.
The shower.
I guess it would be for anyone else, but
The shower head
Alright.
is a gold shower head. There is a towel in there. The towel is white. As for the toilet, there is toilet paper. And there is a sink in the toilet as well.
All right.
The only thing this place is missing is a fridge, but I mean, I guess it's not that important.
What? No mini fridge with soda in it.
That when you drink, it costs an exorbitant amount. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no $6 can of Coca-Cola.
Or $5 Mars bar.
Ah, rats, that's my favorite part. All right. I suppose I don't really settle in Do I carry much with me? Probably not, huh?
Not really. Just what's on you, and you don't really fatigue. So you lie down. Do you lie down in the bed?
Sure, I'll give it a good test, like you always gotta do with hotels.
It's a very nice bed. It's like that sort of bed where it's just new enough that it still holds its shape, but it's old enough that it gives as well.
Oh, that's comfy. Heck yeah.
It has, if you were to be a connoisseur, it has two padding layers away from the springs.
Oh, now that is fancy. I looked at mattresses a while ago, and those ones are pretty up there.
And this is a king double bed, so there are lots
Dang.
of pillows.
I make a nest with the pillow.
As I'd imagine many who were sleeping like that would do.
What before I like decide to go to sleep or anything, what time of day is it?
What's going on?
I do not know.
What's going on?
Just waiting for Docs to get back.
Did Talk step away again?
Yep.
Okay.
I am here. I was just talking to Mum. Anyway, so where are we up to? Oh yes, the nest of pillows.
Yeah.
What?
What time of day is it?
By the time you arrive, it would have been somewhat setting sun.
Alright. Then I will rest and go out tomorrow if there's no letter yet.
But tomorrow there is no letter, so you're going to explore the city.
Yeah.
Lancashire is kind of a mixed bag. It seems to have elven, human, and some areas seem to be tribal design. You're not sure what the tribal is about, but probably orc if you had to choose, considering that humans are already being shown by what looks to be more of an industrial design. Elves are more elegant, whilst the orcs seem to be more like tents and whatnot. With the tent areas, you can see that there are quite a few half-orcs that are living in these tent areas. For every 20 humans, you see one half-orc, and for every 30 half-orcs, you see one half-elf.
All right.
That's the sort of thing you're seeing in this city. And for everyone here, there is one shard mine, which is you.
Wow.
Yeah, so for every 600 humans, there is one half-elf, as opposed to every 20 humans to one half-orc.
Alrighty.
You where do you want to look around? The more orcish area, the more elven area, or the human area?
What's the closest to the hotel?
More elven stuff.
I'll start there on the first day.
Right. Looking around, the elven area seems to be focusing more on elegant things. There's jewelers, whittlers, bow makers and arrow makers. There's what is it called? There's tailors, many different things that seem to be the finer things in life here. And everything that they make seems to have no sharp edge to it. Everything seems to be round of some sort.
Oh.
I mean, the arrows have sharp edges, but past that, everything else does not. Everything is a nice curve.
Alright then. How long
The-
does it take me to explore the area?
Depends how long you watch or look at everything. Like, if you're paying attention to everything and looking at great detail, it would take you the whole day.
I am that type of person, so yeah.
So you look around, it takes you the whole day, and you return to the inn. Stay for the night again, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. Next day, what do you want to do as the letter has not arrived yet?
Time to venture a little further. What's the next area?
Next area would be human.
Human
More
it is?
industrial. Oh, yeah. In this area, you find forges, that have blacksmiths and other individuals that are in there. You have general stores that seem to sell. Also, hello, the individual who joined. You have What else is it? General stores. You have a map store. You have just a whole bunch of things that seem to be mass produced.
All right.
This doesn't take you as long because everything seems to start melding in to itself.
Are you doing okay, Tox?
Me?
Yeah.
I had a not pleasant sleep this morning, so my brain is working on half cylinders at the moment. That's why I'm forgetting words. Anyway, you spend half the day doing that. Do you want to have a look at the orc place, or do you want to see if the lead has arrived?
How far away is the, like, I guess the orc place from the hotel?
A quick walk compared to how long it's taken you to get to the end of the place. It's like 10-minute walk.
Okay. I will check back at the hotel for the letter and then.
So you check, still no letter.
All right, so I'll head to the orc area.
Going there, you can see that this place doesn't seem to have very much going for it. Few forges, maybe. Not much past that. Individual bumps into you. What's your passive perception?
Uh-oh. 12.
I don't think Tommy liked me saying hello, person. I'm not firing on all cylinders, so, you know. Anyway, so 12? Alright,
Yeah.
you don't notice
Oh,
anything.
sorry, excuse me.
You right?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Not sure what you're saying excuse me for.
For bumping into the person.
Oh, right, yeah. No problem.
And I will, ignore the fact that I know what just happened. And keep looking around.
Yep. You see a few individuals who are currently pushing a kid around. These people look like they're more teenagers and they're pushing a kid around.
I'm gonna go up to them.
Yep. They don't seem to pay you any mind and they keep pushing this kid in a triangle sort of shape. Taunting the child. They're all half orcs, by the way.
I'm gonna. Well, yeah, I'm gonna gently try and catch the child before they get pushed into the next one's arms.
Alright, rolls the sleight of hand.
Please don't be bad. I don't want to stab this child with my finger.
Well, now you've given me the idea.
Not terrible. 13.
So you got a 13. As you catch the child, the older kids look up. Yeah.
Just a visitor to this town.
Alright, well then you're gonna have to give us back our brother. He took our money and didn't give it back.
I'm gonna kneel down to the child. What's going on?
They had me take the money and go get something, but a man bumped into me and took all of the gold, and now they're mad at me.
I think I know the man you're talking about. I believe he might have done the same thing to me. I'm assuming I can probably connect the dots.
Roll some insight
Okay,
for assuming.
that is fair. 18.
18. Yeah, you can put 2 and 2 together.
I'm going to check for my gold.
Right, your gold is gone. Or at least your AC is gone. Your arcane currency.
Yeah. Let me see if I can do something about that, alright?
Sure.
I'm gonna look up to the older children. I believe he might have been stolen from, which is not something that is his fault. I'm
Well,
going
you're
to try
gonna
and find the person
believe him?
responsible. I am. First of all, it's fair to give him a shot, but second of all, I believe the same thing happened to me.
You're just
I'm going to
saying
try and find the person responsible. You can believe that if you would like.
Alright, if you return with the gold, we'll apologize and he'll be able to get the bigger cut. But if it's wrong, then we're gonna keep bullying our brother because he deserves it.
I'll try not to disappoint you. May I ask how much gold it was?
3 gold. A year's worth of work.
Very well. I'll try and get it back for you. And I'm going
It's
to
a year's worth of
immediately,
saving.
Sorry, what was that?
Year's worth of saving, anyway.
Alright. And I am going to pat the little one on the shoulder and head off in the direction that guy went.
Right.
And I'm gonna
Roll
look around for him.
roll a perception.
Oof. Do I have anything to reroll? You know what? There's children's hard-earned money at stake. I'm gonna spend an inspiration to reroll that. 15.
Alright, 15. You see him bump into another individual, and you watch as he pickpockets the amount.
I'm going to not shout and make him run because that's dumb that they do that every time. I'm just gonna walk up to him and then grab him.
Alright, roll an athletics check.
Alright. $25.
Alright, cool. So you succeed as he starts yelling, "Help! Guards! I'm being assailed! Guards!"
Whoa there, buddy. I think you have something that doesn't belong to you.
Guards! As you see some guards come over. What's the meaning of this? This random
believe
creature
this
is
man-
grabbing me.
Has been pickpocketing locals.
Roll persuasion against his perception.
Alright. Not 20.
Alright, so you want
Very.
the good news or the better news?
Did he get a nat one?
The good news is he didn't roll high. The better news is you rolled a nat 20. As a guard's look.
Wait, what?
He didn't roll high. You rolled a nat 20. He rolled a 3 plus his modifier. You rolled a nat 20 plus your modifier. So he
Yeah.
doesn't have a high modifier.
Alright. I'm just gonna keep holding them as the guards come over.
Right. So, guards come over and they grab him and they check through and they're just like, "So, what you doing with 300 gold on you?" It's I don't like banks. Yeah. This individual here is Gemstone. She's actually here on official business, so fat chance of you getting away with taking any gold. So, Gemstone, how much did this one pilfer?
From me, 88, and from some children that I was attempting to help here, 3 gold.
Right?
I'm not sure how much was taken
You
from
take care of the rest.
that
You just
individual,
take-
as I point out the one he bumped into.
The individual that I bumped into is just kind of staring, and then he like pats down. Hey, well, $5.
Or any others in the city.
We'll see what we can do. They hand you 91 gold on your horse.
Meta, it just turns out that dude was the guy that Farx met as a rogue.
All right. And I suppose if they don't need me for anything else, I will head back to the children.
Alright, you head back to the children, and you see that the three of them are just the three of the bigger ones are just kind of sitting down, whilst the little guy's kind of just standing there waiting.
Hello there.
But you're back.
I am. I managed to find him, and the guards detained him.
So so story's true then. Alright,
Indeed, it is.
well,
And I will.
we'll take our 3 gold back then. As one of the older ones comes over and holds out their hand. We're not letting the little guy hold on to it anymore.
I will give him 2 gold. Indeed looks. You know there's 3 of us, right? And come forward.
The other 2 stand up and walk over.
I will give them each 2 gold.
They kind of look at you in shock, thinking that you were going to just hand one of them the other gold.
And I will go over to the little one. And hand them 3 gold.
Alright. Anything else you want to do?
Try to impart a life lesson. Things aren't always as they appear. Accidents happen, all that.
Righto.
And wish them well.
That is where we're going to end the session today. As I have prolonged long enough for Cody to return, and he has decided that he is not returning. That he is going to be elsewhere.
You started up